Okay. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Good to be here.
Thank you. Oh, good to see you. I love your T-shirt. Pull it up
Oh,
if I
yeah.
see.
It's real fitting now.
Wow, I
Hi,
know.
Dr. Vicky.
Hi, how are you, Christine?
I'm Preston. How are you, dear?
Fine, thank you.
We are excited to have you tonight.
Thank you.
You all look awesome. Ah, cute girls.
Thank you, thank you. You know how we do it. We have to take care of
I
our
know.
bodies,
Thank you.
spiritually, emotionally, physically.
Yeah.
Everything has
Yeah.
to be on point. I mean, these are God's temples. So,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Awesome.
The setting up was a bit tricky, but thank God we are all in. And I'm happy to host the first ever Facebook Live Health Impact Bond meeting. I hope you guys are fine. I'm happy to see you, Joy. Hi. Unmute yourself. I want to hear you.
Hi, how are you?
Hey. Hi, Flores. Hi, Christine, Pastor Christine.
Hi, dear Purity.
See you. Good to see you, Layla. Oh, wow. Good to see you, ladies. And
Coach, looks like Florence Auntie Flo can't hear you.
we are already on Facebook Live. So this is a Zoom bit, but we are also on Facebook Live. So we are going to be able to share with everyone there.
I'm very happy.
Maybe to introduce to all those people who don't know what Health Impact Bond is. This is a bond of like-minded people who are trying to adopt a healthy lifestyle, and we support each other in every way to make sure that we achieve our goals. Health Impact Bond started about, I think it was September last year, when we thought about one way to support each other, because I was getting overwhelmed with numbers and everybody needs to talk to you, and you need them to be accountable, you need them to achieve their goals, but then it's very hard because you cannot deal with over 500,000 people at a go. So I thought about this idea, shared it with my husband, and he was excited. He, as he has always done, supported me 100%, and we were able to start a Health Impact Bond. So it basically helps everyone to have a friend, a partner, a buddy, someone that is going to call you and, you know, ask you what you ate, how you have performed this week, what your goals are, and how are you going to be able to, you know, what are the challenges that you're facing. So at the end of each month, we meet again and give accountability on behalf of our friends, so that everyone else is doing, we make sure that everyone else has done what they were supposed to do. And that's how we've been able to achieve our goals. So this is the whole thing we are talking about. I can see people from all over Uganda, across the world, on Facebook, Katama, Brenda from USA, I can see you. I can see people from UK. I can see people in Mbarara, Kampala, everywhere. I'm very happy to see you. Thank you for making time. So I would like to tell you more about, are we on Facebook Live now? I will welcome the Facebook fans and followers and healthy livers and people who want to live healthy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for saving time and being here to be part of us. So basically, what we usually do, those of you who have been watching we first played a few videos of our Health Impact Board meetings. We usually have breakfast meetings. We discuss the challenges that we have faced in the previous month. And then we are able to set new goals. And usually as a team leader, I come up with a challenge for the next month and we make sure we are following. We award the biggest loser because most of the people in the bond are people who are trying to lose weight. So we award the biggest loser of the month. Usually every person will give them at least 5,000 shillings. So they'll go away very loaded. And as KweraBITS company, we give them the challenge of the month for free in every way, providing the juices, providing all the necessary support in order for someone to get to another level. So that is the support. I've talked about KweraBITS. Those of you who don't know KweraBITS, it's the mother of Health Impact Bond. So Health Impact Bond is a baby of KweraBITS, and it's been a journey for over 7 years now doing KweraBITS. But now I love that we are producing babies and being able to push on and on. So I'll still brief you more. We do, yes, we get accountability partners in there. We network, we work out together, and then get started for the following month. So in this particular one, would like to discuss how you have been in your lockdown, how you've been able to keep it healthy, what were your challenges, what was simple for you, what tricks did you use to keep working out since the gyms are closed, how have we been able to maintain our eating habits, and if not, what was the biggest challenge that you got? Because we are really here to help. I'd like to help everyone. And I mean, a burden shared is lighter. So I'll literally pick on anyone to tell us how you have performed during the lockdown, because for 2 months we have not met as Health Impact Board members. And I would like to hear from Joy. Can you hear us? How lately you're sharing a few sweats and your meals. Of course, I know you just started recently. At the beginning of the lockdown, you're a bit quiet. So I need to know how you've been able to, to start all over again.
Hi, ladies. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Well, at the beginning of the lockdown, the very, very beginning one, I managed to leave Mbara and went to stay with my spouse. And honestly, keeping my health goals with my spouse is not easy. So somehow I was quiet. That's why I was quiet at the beginning of the lockdown. But when I came back from Mbara, in the house alone, I can choose what to cook, whether to cook or not to cook. And so that's when I started. And I mean, it's been like 2 weeks now. But for me, the most inspiration was coming from the ladies on the Together We Can WhatsApp group with their daily sweat feeds. That really pushed me to push beyond my limits. And I thought like even if it's not for losing weight, at least it is for keeping my body in the safe zones when it comes to health. for me to avoid, to try and avoid those lifestyle diseases.
And it's been
So
over 7 years.
it's really the fact that the ladies on the WhatsApp group are the ones that have actually put me to try and get some sweat. I rarely sweat, so it's a challenge for me to see that I can sweat like Dr. Vicky, I can sweat like Theo, I can sweat like that's actually that's my goal. I want to get the sweat. I want to sweat. I usually do not sweat, and I thought I could never sweat, but day by day I see myself sweat.
Hello?
And it's working. So yeah, that's my story for the lockdown.
Yeah, I think as coach sorts her machine, I would like also to share. Good to see you, ladies. Thank you so much, Coach Purity, for this awesome idea and for inviting us, and really for the love of healthy living of all of us, ladies and some gentlemen, as you said. I'm Christine Blessed Segawa Najuma. I thank God so much for Coach Purity and KweraBITS in general. Whenever I get a chance to speak, I can't forget, because me personally, I've gone through a lot of I've gone through a lot of teachings on health living, but I've never been stuck. I've never been satisfied. I've never been consistent as I am with Coach Purity. Briefly, my success during the lockdown, I've managed to learn to eat a lot of fruits. Remember, they told us to keep your immunity. Dr. Victoria will tell us. I've eaten fruits. I've got that culture of eating fruits. Then of drinking water, I drink a lot of water. I take a lot of green tea. Then vegetables. And of course, I'm learning to do small portion of my food. That's what I've achieved in this lockdown. And then, of course, I have challenges, and I do exercise. As Joy mentioned, I love seeing those Dr. Cody, the Theo, the Sweat, Betty, it excites me. Exercises is still a challenge, but I'm pushing on. I always at least do 4 times a week, and it's an achievement on my side because I was so lazy. Another challenge, of course, cooking for family. You know, all of you, my sister, you agree with me. This lockdown, we've cooked. Personally, me, I've cooked. And you know, it's so tempting. Sometimes you cook for the family, you get tempted. So that has been a challenge. And also sometimes I cheat. And I don't stay on my healthy living. But whenever I cheat, it rings a bell in my head, and I say I have to do something about it. Generally, that's what I have to share. Thank you so much, Purity, and all of you. God bless you. Love you. Good to see all of you. And Florence from UK, I'm excited. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
So much. I have sorted my problem. I double opened. So I would hear from Facebook, and I would also hear from Zoom. So it was like, thank you so much. I have someone here next to me, my everything. So he has fixed it. Thank you for sharing. I think we have a lot to learn from you. I remember Christine, when we gave her that t-shirt that she's wearing. Those of you wearing these t-shirts, let me see you. I think there are some people wearing these t-shirts, the Health Impact Bond t-shirts. So the time we gave it to her, she even quarreled with my assistant and said, but Florence, how can you give me this t-shirt? It doesn't fit me. She took it anyway, and she waited that when we bring a bigger size, then she will exchange. And she never exchanged. In a month's time, she was already fitting in the t-shirt. So congratulations. And you're wearing it now. It's even more free. It couldn't even go beyond, you know, the bust. I can't believe it. So thank you so much for the consistency. Oh yeah. That's interesting. Thank you. Joy, I had bits, but I'm sure whatever you shared was helpful. I'd like to hear from where is Tracy? Yes, Tracy, can you hear me? Tracy, can you hear me? Okay. Leila, how have you been, Leila? You've been quiet.
Yes, I was, but you are kind of breaking.
Sorry. Hey guys, how are you? Glad to be here. Update from my side, the lockdown has been good. It hasn't really been a lockdown for me. I've been going to work every day. So for me, it was business as usual. I'm a bit lost on the exercising scene. Yes, Purity, I didn't tell you, I got a bit of an accident on my back. So I haven't been able to do much for the last few weeks. I'm doing physiotherapy. I actually exercised, and I thought I got it. I thought, because I've been exercising for a bit, but I think I strained somewhere in my spine. So I got what is called a spinal shift. Very, very, very painful and a bit bad and better. In terms of the healthy eating, I'm going off and on, but you see, this group is amazing. Even when you cheat, you know it's an accountability center. You don't feel good about yourself. You feel, no, these ladies are putting their sweat face every day. I've done better. I've done so much better. I need to go back to where I was. So I thank you, ladies. You post every day. You encourage every day. It's a good team. It's amazing. Even when you're low, even just the jokes from Theo and everyone coming in, it just lifts up the day. And I'm glad. And I haven't met many of you, but I feel like I know you. And for that, thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for sharing, Leila. That was nice. I would like to introduce someone special today that we expect to hear from. That she's my co-host. If you see our backgrounds, we have the same backgrounds, but we're not in the same place. That is Dr. Vicky Ndianabanji. She'll be sharing with us. Dr. Vicky, for now, you can say hello to the members.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Hello. Good to see you too.
Well, good to see everyone. Yes, she'll be sharing soon. She's going to be our guest speaker for today, being a doctor, and she has also been through, I think when we started with Dr. Vicky, she was about 120 kilograms. She's now 75. She did the last review yesterday. She's now 75 kg, 76, yes. So she's not just a doctor, she knows the scientific and everything. So she'll be sharing. We are very excited. Dr. Vicky. Yes, I trust you wanted to say something, but I think your network was not good. Do you want to share?
Yes, coach. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so sorry, my network was so poor. Good to see everyone. My name is Tracy Kanyunyuzi, and I joined KweraBITS a year and some good months now. I made a year in Feb. I started in Feb 2019. Maybe I'll just summarize what I've gone through in the lockdown. Truthfully, at the start, it was so hard with eating. Since we did lockdown at work, we had too much work. It was hard to really balance my plate and all the work going on. However, with the support of all of you, the team, the WhatsApp, the social media platforms where we share as a group, I've been getting support here and there, and truthfully, I'm now back on track. That's why I did some detoxing for a week to get back on track. I'm very bad with exercise, but I try at least 3 times a week. But my challenge is not as the sweating. When I don't sweat, feel so bad that I
Ashley, you're
can't share
breaking.
even a single picture. But however, I do exercise. I'm still breaking.
No, we can hear you. You were breaking, but we could hear you.
Sorry.
Okay.
So the challenge is the exercise, but with the daily post fees, I'm able to keep on track. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So how many kgs are you now, and how many were you when you started?
Oh, I was 100.5 kilograms.
And how many are you now?
76.
Okay, later I will play some before and after for people to see. Kanyenyuzi was really big. She has done so well. She's so happy. She's always following, doing detox here and here, juices, eating healthy, exercising. Thank you so much for keeping it healthy. I see how lively you are, and I mean, you're really on point. You look beautiful. Thank you so much. I will end with Florence. Please tell us, you've been posting your videos, working out, you know, putting in the music, making us laugh. Meanwhile, Theo is supposed to be here. Maybe she's on Facebook. She didn't go live on Zoom. I'm sure she's on Facebook. So Florence, please share with us.
Oh my God, I didn't expect to do that. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good. Being my first time on Healthy Bond, I thought I was going to listen and that would be all. But, well, I was one of the pioneers of the KweraBITS, and at a certain time I achieved my objectives. And then I said, you know what? This is too much. I don't need this anymore. So I deleted myself and I stopped following. A year later, I come back running to Purity and I say, I have put on 15 kilos. So what am I going to do? And she didn't want to add me back to the group. She said, you disappeared. But anyway, she added me back to the group. But during the process, during my absence, I didn't have any encouragement because I couldn't see what other people are doing, the people I was with on the same forum of the WhatsApp. I couldn't see what they were doing. So there was no encouragement. I started once again, eat my chocolates, eat my bread, ate my biscuits, ate as much as I want until I'm full, until I felt like I just burst maybe. I stopped portions and then, well, I let it go. And guess what? My stomach became double. My bottom is as big as, I don't know what. Anyway, basically that's what happened. And then I came back. I was so happy how people welcomed me. And I was happy to see the sweats again, the exercises, the love, and everything. So I got that encouragement that I needed, that I was lacking. And now I'm back to exercising. I have stopped eating the rubbish that I was eating before. And I'm back to healthy eating, the fruits, the vegetables, the juices, the smoothies, vegetable smoothies, and other sorts. I'm very good at copy and pasting. Dr. Vicky, I'm very good at copying your food, and I just paste. Purity, yours is still a challenge because sometimes you have one tomato and one egg, and I'm thinking, how am I supposed to feed on that? But anyway, I do appreciate everybody's effort, the sweat, the exercises, and all those you post. They really encourage me, And I'm very, very happy to be part of the group. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good to hear that. So as you've heard, she disappeared from the forum, then she put on weight, but she's doing great lately, posting her videos, working out daily, making us laugh. Thank you so much. Welcome, Hope Atoheri, Fuji, good to see you. Pamela Businje, Becky, Patricia, Judith. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. Nancy, oh Nancy, good to see you. You've not been well. I'm glad you made it. Hope you're feeling better. Everyone, we welcome you. We are sorry those who came in a bit late will be catching up later on what you missed. Maybe you, we are on Facebook Live as well. So you can go back and watch this so that whatever you have missed out, you'll be able to get it. I would like to hear from our guest speaker today. We'll come back to the rest of us. Dr. Vicky Njanabanji would like to know what you have for us today. And the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Purity. As already introduced, I'm Dr. Victoria Njanabanji Kobusinje, the other name that people don't know. But yes, that's my name. So I'm here basically to share about healthy living, not just weight loss, but also healthy living. Yeah. I'll give a bit of history of where I've come from time, and they are seeing me this small and probably miss earlier bits, and they think that I've always been this way. So about my journey, I've always been an obese child, I think, right from when I was about 10 years. My mom was very good in the kitchen. I was an only girl. So basically, I was in there with her and I was eating everything in whatever quantities I wanted. So I put on this weight, and by the time I was in secondary school, I was in my 90s and stayed there until I finished S6 and finally weighed myself. So the first time I weighed myself, I weighed 95 kilos. That was in my S6 vacation. And my mom had been on a health weight loss journey. So I decided to join her. And she took me to a Stan lady, she's called Jane Baine, who has turning tables, because literally I couldn't walk, I couldn't skip. You know, you carry this weight and somehow you learn to live with it, but it's actually a burden. So while I was there, I was taught the right way to eat, how I need to eat quantities, how I need to eat in time, how I need to
on the
well.
Me, I would think you guys decide, and since you're all math, decide.
Someone hasn't muted. Okay. Managed to actually lose from 95 kilos to 84 kilos just before I went to campus. Thank you. So I had my first child on campus and I ballooned, actually don't know to what kilos because I didn't weigh, but I was feeling haggard as in my final year of campus medical school. So I just concentrated on that and moved on. Fast forward, after my first child, I started in Barara, I come to Kampala, and you know, even the walking, we need to learn to listen to our bodies, because when you're above your ideal weight, even just walking, your body will speak to you. You start panting, you'll get breathless. If you're having a conversation as you take a normal walk with a person, you feel that in between you need to catch your breath, or you can't take a flight of stairs. So we need to listen to our bodies as well. So I realized, oh my God, there's a problem here and I need to do something about it. But I couldn't go back to that friend of mine who had helped me when I was in my S6 vacation, because I was embarrassed about what I had done. Like, she had taught me everything and suddenly I had dropped it. So I started thinking of ways to, but I loved my food. I had the excuse of work is so busy. I leave work and I'm exhausted, not knowing that this extra weight actually is what was giving me this exhaustion all the time. So I had my second child before I could lose weight, and by the time I was done with breastfeeding him, I was at 120 kgs. And I felt, you know, this is impossible. There's no way I can lose all this weight again. Let me just sit back. But a voice spoke to me and said, you know what? What about if you started some physical activity and see where it goes? There is no harm trying and failing, but don't fail to try. So I started to walk. And what I used to do, I used to pack my exercise kit in my bag and go with it to work. And after work, I'd change and walk. And I was the biggest person in the whole organization. So at the back of everybody's mind, they were like, what is this girl even doing? But they didn't tell me, although I got to know it much later. So I would walk every day. And for the first 2 months, I know there are people who've been struggling who are saying, but this weight is not going. For the first 2 months, I actually didn't shed anything. And I was a little disappointed, but I said, you know, if you don't do something about it, one of these days you're going to wake up in your bed and either you won't be able to get out or you will actually get a heart attack and die and leave these children. So I said, you know what, I'll continue with it. So I started reading around different diet plans. I know people are biased about dieting, but dieting basically is telling you how to reduce your energy intake, because you won't lose weight unless if you reduce the amount of energy you take in while you're burning through exercise. So I said a few diet plans, and after a month or so, I had lost about 2 kilos. So when I started to shed weight, I have a friend, she's called Betty. She knew Purity way before me. She says, you know what? I have a friend, she's called Purity. Let's talk to her. She runs this nutritional program. Just talk to her and see what she has to say. So I had a consultation with Purity. We agreed on a few things, how I needed to maintain regular exercise. And because for me, I was really on the upper side, it had to be at least 5 days a week. You work out, whether it is brisk walking, whatever sort of exercise, but it had to be 5 days a week. And then I had to watch my portions and cut back on the carbohydrates, which are the main energy giving foods that make us put on weight, and increase my protein and vegetables and fruits. And that's what I did. And the moment I changed that, I realized every month I was actually shedding. Not too much, like some people have been lucky to do. I was shedding maybe a kilo or 2. So by the end of the year, I had literally come down into my 90s. I was at 95. I continued working at it, slowly walking every day after work. Eventually, I had a number of people come on board who were actually lighter than me, but just wanted to develop a healthier body. So with time, after about close to 18 months, my weight loss journey was progressive. After about 18 months, then I had hit 79. And I went back to Purity and said, you know what, I'm now at 79. I know that's beyond my BMI, but what do you think is a realistic goal that now we need to set? Because I feel I'm not yet there. So it's also good to keep going for reviews. I know many of us shed weight, and when you shed weight and you feel comfortable, now you're listening to your body feels okay. Florence, your body felt okay, it felt good. And then you think, I don't need the reviews. I have arrived and I don't need I can maintain it. And that is what we struggle with. So one thing I have decided is to stick to the forum, both for accountability, but also to know that, you know what, this is a continuous lifestyle approach. And I still go for my reviews. I'm actually comfortable now where I am. I feel good. I have learned how to master my portions. I have learned to work out every day. Initially, I had the excuse of time, and for a long time, I struggled with time. And while I was entering this lockdown, I said, you know what? It is time to break this cycle of there is not time. And I was just sharing with somebody today that, you know what, even if it's midnight, it is okay to work out. Even if you wake up at 3 and you're like, my God, today I didn't do any workout. It is okay to take 15, 20 minutes. And if you can go back to bed after that, you can go back to bed. But it is just the same way we clean up, we eat, we program other routines in our life. Let the healthy habits be part of us. Let it be something on your to-do list so that you actually do it. If you don't put it on your to-do list, then an excuse is likely to come up. So lockdown has been good for me. I can attest to the fact that during lockdown, I've lost about 6 kilos, which is something that I didn't anticipate. I just decided to intensify my workout, but I didn't know that I'd actually be able to lose 6 kilos. So exercise has become part of me. And I want to tell you that obesity has become such a problem globally. I like to use a scientific approach, and I was reading around scientific articles, you know, to the point that the World Health Organization has now even classified it as a disease. It is that bad. And we know that it shortens our lifespan, and our biggest worry now is the children and adolescents that we have. You know, we've managed to look after ourselves as adults, but we have forgotten our children. My problem started as a child, as an adolescent. So we need to look out for our children, the habits that we are learning. Let's try and teach them while they are still young so that they become part of their lifestyle. I'd also like to say that you may be obese and you go for a health checkup and your bill looks clean, 100%. You do all your tests and they are good. But I can assure you, as a person in the field, it's only a matter of time. It may not come now, but it may come many years down the road. You see so many people in their 60s, 70s, 50s, and they're crying. Their knee joints are hurting, their ankles, they have what we call arthritis, but the arthritis hasn't started now. It started coming way back. So don't think that because you go for your health checks and you're overweight or you're obese or you're slim anyway, but your eating habits are terrible, that everything is well. It's only a matter of time before you get there. Then for those that are obese and overweight, I looked up a number of habits that you can incorporate in your lifestyle, which we have shared before, but these are things that have been proved to work. They are scientific papers, even if you look for them, that this is what has worked. And I don't think there's anything Purity hasn't mentioned before. And these are reducing your energy intake. I said we need to reduce the carbs, which increase our energy intake. That is the matoke, sweet potatoes, Irish, bread, cake, anything that's baked from flour. All those are increasing your energy intake. And yet it is hard to actually burn. Then we have to increase how we burn our calories, that is exercise. And when I say exercise, it can be indoor. Purity has shared on her YouTube page how housework can be taken as exercise. Just be intentional about it. It can be skipping a rope. It can be brisk walking. It can be dance class. I love dancing, although many people don't know that. But it can be dance. I've seen Auntie Christine do a lot of dance, and I think it's doing wonders for her. So we need to expend that energy. And then accountability groups have proved, and I read a number of papers that actually show that accountability groups where you have peer reviews, like the health impact bond that was created by Purity, that they actually work, because they keep you on track. Every time you feel like you're slipping away, then you remember, oh my God, people are actually working out and me, I'm just sitting here, yet we have the same goals. We all want to be healthy. I don't want us to get to a point where you have to seek medical help and they tell you, you know what, because you can't cut back on your eating the wrong foods, we have to give you surgery. we have to do a gastric bypass, or we have to put you on medication, because the challenge is the moment you get hooked to the medical avenues, it is medical avenues for life. You can't go back. No doctor will want to go to bed sleeping, being unsure of what is going on. So they'll keep you on either medication, or you'll have to have surgery, and you'll have to have reviews maybe every year or every 2 years just to make sure nothing has gone wrong with your surgery. Then there are complications that come after surgery. So let's not wait to get to that point. Then the truth is, weight once lost has 100% potential to come back. I can assure you, if the practices you've been practicing to lose the weight, if you drop them, it's only a matter of days, not even months. Days, you will stand on that weighing scale and the weight will be coming back. So that's why it has to become a lifestyle. It is not easy. I won't say that it is easy, but it is doable. It is not easy, but it is doable. So let us not discontinue what we've learned, because it has been proved that the moment you discontinue these practices, the weight comes back, or your cholesterol will go up, or your blood pressure will go up, or your sugar levels will go up. So let's not wait for that. And then, so what KweraBITS and Health Impact Bond basically is doing is exercise support under our forums and controlled eating. So we try to encourage people, please share your food, even when it's bad. Let people critique you and tell you, you know what, you ate too much, or that sweet potato you put, wasn't it too big? Or, you know, so that you can keep yourself in check. So let's keep our physical activity. Let's eat our fruits and vegetables, because they make us fuller, they make us healthier, they boost our immunity. Let's maintain a target weight, ideal weight, preferably within your BMI or just slightly above if you can't. Let's sleep well. We must sleep well if we are to stay healthy. If you sleep badly, I can assure you everything you're doing may not work out right. And then try as much as possible and have a good mood, have a positive outlook on life. Be around the people that give you positive vibes, not the negative vibes, because once your mood is bad, you're likely to eat. It has been shown scientifically that once your mood is bad, or if you're not sleeping well, you're bound to eat a lot more and to eat the wrong food. So let's eat right, sleep right, maintain a good mood, and self-regulate. Purity is trying to keep us together, but the most important thing is self-regulation, because she can't be in your house 24 hours, neither can she be at your workplace 24 hours. So at the end of the day, the ball falls in our court. She's providing support, and that's the best that she can do. But self-regulation is the key. And once you're healthy, you don't need to go to the hospital. But if your body is not clean, you're putting in the wrong foods, then you're going to fall sick, and you will come to us, and we will pack you with medicines, which your liver doesn't need, which your kidneys don't need, because for us, we work with medicine. We do the quick fix, give you medicine and push your body, but that's only a matter of time. You'll be well for a month, 2, 3 months, and if you're younger, maybe 6 months, and then again, you have something coming up. So the ball literally is in our courts, and like I said, if we make it a lifestyle, we keep the weight off. If we lose our principles, the weight comes back. And let's help each other. Feel free to reach out to anyone. Today we've gone live, so I hope many more people have been able to pick maybe 1 or 2 things, and we should all be open to receive maybe communication from people out there if they come up to you, because on live they can see who is there. If they come up to you and they seek support and they seek help, please support them. If you can't be of support, at least refer them, and then we can see how to support support them. We're willing to support them because we were supported to get where we are. So I'll stop there for now, Purity. If there are questions, they're welcome. And yeah, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vicky. That was awesome. We've learned so much. So you guys, you know, do not wait to be told that probably you have a lot of cholesterol and you need to go for surgery to India. Don't wait to be told that you have type 2 diabetes, or, you know, when you're sick, when you're not healthy, you cannot achieve much. I keep telling all my clients that the first wealth is your health. So if we need to be wealthy and also achieve other goals in life, we really need to be healthy 100%. And let's do our best, because the environment is terrible. It's very toxic. But on top of that, we really don't care. Most people don't care. They take this as something, a luxury. I don't even understand. Most people, you tell them, I'm trying to diet, I'm trying to eat healthy, they think that you're probably proud. I don't even get it. But I think it's the biggest investment we can all do to our bodies and lives, and for the sake of the loved ones, because you also don't want your children to grow up with a sick mother, a sick parent, a sick sister, or become I have people who are between, I have teenagers as well. I really feel terrible for the teenagers and the younger ones that are obese. So I know I have many parents here. Please, I beg you, let's change the way we feed these children, because they will start getting sick at an early stage. Like Dr. Vicky said, she said it's a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, and we'll get these chronic diseases. So if you can do something about it now, yes, you can. I know most of you, all of you, I actually know all of you. You are very smart people, extremely smart people. So there is no way you can be smart working for another person, smart working for an organization or your boss, or even doing so well in your own business or serving the government, and you're not smart enough to take care of your body, because it is what represents you. It's what you use your brain to think and everything like that. So Dr. Vicky, thank you so much. She has a very long story that she did not really tell us, but we are grateful for what you were able to share with us. And before we continue, I hope you saw her before and after. I actually put it on the screens. Did we? Did you see her before picture and after? Yes, that one, it can show you a bit of what she has gone through and where she is now. She's so lively. Yesterday, she came when she came for review. I looked at her dress and I told her, you know, I can wear that dress, because it was really fitting, small. I think it was like size 10. And honestly, I fit in size 10, Dr. Vicky. So I'm very proud of you. And thank you so much for supporting KweraBITS. I'd like to know, is Theodora here? I don't think Theodora is here. She's one of the people that
I've got a question.
Yes, yes, exactly. I wanted people to ask a few questions to the doctor. Please feel free. You're muted. You're muted. Please unmute yourself.
Oh, yeah, okay. I did now. You can hear me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Ndianavanji. I've learned quite a lot from you, although some of the things I've heard them before, but at least we need a constant reminder, because we can easily backslide. Now, my question goes to, I have big concern with the teenagers or the children. because I look at eating as an obsession, or for the children as an addiction. It's like somebody is addicted to alcohol or maybe drugs or whatever. That's how I consider people who have addiction to eating. How can you stop a child, especially the little one, from eating all those biscuits and chocolates and a lot of carbohydrates that will make her or him put on weight, when actually he or she does not understand the consequences of eating that kind of food? I find that a challenge. And when you tell such a child to stop eating, she doesn't understand why you're stopping her from eating, and the food is available. And even if you don't make it available, the child will cry and ask you, why do you stop me from eating? So what is the best way to stop a child from obsessive eating or addiction on food?
Okay, I'll give some feedback on what I've been trying to do in my household. Because I have a son who is getting into teenage, and I also struggle with that challenge because he loves to snack. But what I do is I regulate. First of all, I reached a point even where for the snacks, I leave when I have prepared like on saucers and said, this is for breakfast, this is the snack you'll have, this is lunch, this is supper. And I actually lock the cup in. So slowly by slowly, he's learning. The other thing that I adopted is, which people may think is a little extreme, in the medical world, when things fail, we use what we call shock therapy. So there is this show on TV called The 600-Pound Life. Every time I get a chance to watch TV, maybe for 20 or 30 minutes, because I'm not a TV person, I check and see if it's there, and if it's there, we watch together. And they see how big people can really get and the challenges they go through, and how they have to lose the weight and what it takes and what advice is being given. Because sometimes when they hear it coming from mom, it's like, that's mommy, you know? So they actually watch it with me, and every time they are eating too much, they're like, oh, you become like that 600-pound person. They remember. So I keep visual aids so that they can actually remember. Then I also keep telling them, you know what, I was once like that. I show them photos, they see how far I've come. And then they see me work out, because like this lockdown has really helped me, because I decided to develop tools where I can work out in the house. So I was doing skipping and dancing. So they'd actually come and join in. They'd go during my workout time, they'd go outside for play so that they can be active. Then they'd come back and find I'm finishing up. So they would join me. So they also started skipping. And then they also said doing the workouts that I do at the end. So I'm trying to incorporate it in their lifestyle so that as they grow, they actually know. And then during lockdown, I also started what they call intermittent fasting. So I have only a number of hours in which I'm allowed to eat. And my practice is because of this corona and what have you, my practice is I eat only between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Before that, after that, no, that's for solid food. So I drink throughout the day, but I don't eat. So they know mommy eats, this. So they try and copy sometimes what I eat, but I make sure they have a balanced diet. I make sure there's a protein, there's a vegetable, there's a fruit, and there's a carbohydrate, because of course they are still growing, but not too much. So I program what snacks they'll have. They can eat as much fruit and vegetable as they want throughout the day. I make sure they have these visual aids that keep them thinking, if I become irresponsible, this is what happens. Then I make sure they join my workout, and I look for things that are fun. That's why I took on Sukuma dance recently. I can do it at home. So when I'm doing it, they actually come and join. So It's hard, but we need to slowly by slowly introduce habits which they will enjoy, but also which will keep at the back of their minds that, you know what, I could actually go out of hand and become somebody like that. And coming back is such a struggle. So even for us adults, it is a similar struggle. We may say that children, but we're the ones who buy who buy the snacks. So let's watch what we eat and let's share our meals so that you can be critiqued and tell your children, you know what, this month I've decided this is what I'm doing, because you know how they can really be on your neck also, and that will also keep you in check. Yes, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vicky. As I know there's another question coming, but I just wanted to add on that. I think the children usually, they copy what parents do a lot. Sometimes when they see you cannot eat this, you can't touch it, you're always taking your water that is flavored, they want to taste on that water. So kids follow most of the time. But you see some parents just want the children to adopt when they are not doing it themselves. That's very hard. So it is something that will start with you. And another way is talking to them about the dangers these children understand. It's like we can only do much, but you see most of the time when you talk to the child about the dangers of sugar, explain, sometimes they have to pull out pictures of people with cancer, like you know how sugar can affect someone if it's too much in the body, but also give them alternatives, very good alternatives of what we can have instead of having processed sugar and refined ones. So I would do very attractive fruits, put them on at the dining table. There's an orange, there's an apple, there are bananas. So they just see there's a very good alternative, which is healthy, and before you know it, they'll be picking those fruits themselves. Another way is not to avail whatever is unhealthy at all. Just don't buy it in the house. They will not, so when they are hungry, they'll probably go for the nuts, they'll go for the cashew nuts, they'll go for the G nuts, they'll go for the fruits that are available, because they won't eat something that is not there. You're the one who buys the food. So most of the time, if you buy things that are unhealthy in the house, what are they for and who are they for? They will eat them. But if for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and a month, you're only buying healthy stuff in the house, they will end up eating what is there. They will have no alternative. Of course, as you're talking to them, as you're trying to do a nice presentation for them, children love attractive colors, and so you make sure it's like attractively presented for them, and they will just eat it anyway. So those are the few tips I think can work. And keep talking to them, telling, like she said, watching some shows about healthy living with them, how beneficial it can be. Now, okay, I have a home that I visited, and the child was eating so unhealthy, but then they always admired people with who have muscles, who have good skin, who are so bright, you know, very intelligent. And I had to tell this child, you know, for you to be, for your brain to think very well, to work at it, speak, for you to have these muscles, okay, you need to put away the fat, and this is the way we do it. So you have to tell them the benefits of living healthy. And of course, help award them. If someone has spent, if they've spent a whole week eating this and that, but then they are seeing the children are packing different things at school, they're having, for them, they are packing what is healthy, they are packing fruits, the others are packing sausages and whatever. So give them something like on the weekend, like on a Sunday, do some home junk for them, and they will know mommy has prepared, and let them, just tell them, you know, once a week we shall have this and this. Write a list of what you want, but it's going to be once a week. It won't be as bad as someone who takes it every day. Those are my tips for the children. And I hope they were helpful. They are helpful to you. Do we have another question to the doctor? Leila, are you saying something? Maybe you need to unmute yourself. Hello? Guys, unmute yourself so that I can hear. Questions. We are all, I have other doctors actually on the forum. I have mothers here who have been able to achieve that goal. So for anyone struggling there with anything, please go ahead and ask your questions.
Sorry, my battery had gone low. I just wanted to say something about the people who say, but I get hungry. I want, apart from the people who have peptic ulcers, where we would have to discuss particular meal plans. If you don't yet have them, chances are if you're eating right, you won't get them if you're eating the right things. Number one, hunger has never killed anyone and it will not kill anyone. Hunger is based on a hormone that's produced by our bodies. And that hormone is produced when you think about food, when you smell food. So it has triggers. You don't just get hungry out of the blue. The body has a certain amount of calories per day that it requires to keep you going. So most of the times we actually self-trigger hunger to come because we think, oh my God, I should be eating something. Oh, I think I like that thing, I should be eating it. Or you pass by a restaurant and there's an aroma and you're like, I'd like to taste that thing. So if you concentrate on the triggers, you will definitely get hungry because your body is going to produce that hormone. I think it's called ghrelin or something like that. So if you can try and not concentrate too much on the triggers, one, the hunger will reduce. But two, if you're struggling with that, like we've always said, eat foods that are said to be high in fiber because they will keep you fuller. And then also eat your fruits and vegetables during that time if it's not yet your ideal meal time. Also drinking water, because our bodies are actually more than 60% water. So you actually need water more than, you need to replenish your water more than the food that you're eating, which the body will not utilize. So it will only use what it needs and the rest will be converted into fat, which is what you put on. So that's the trick about how to go about the hunger pangs that come. Try not to concentrate on the triggers, drink lots of water, eat high fiber foods, eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Many people have a dislike for fruit and vegetables. You tell them, oh, eat this fruit, I don't like it, or it doesn't taste nice. But all the things that we've learned to appreciate, to eat, or that we like to eat, we started by testing and we developed an acquired taste. So even for these other foods, you can develop an acquired taste by continuously exposing yourself to them. So you can actually learn to love them, even though right now they may not taste the best. So it's all in the mind. Our minds are very powerful. Whatever we push them to do is what they will do. That's what I wanted to talk about hunger, because many people say I cheated because I was hungry. So that's what I wanted to say about hunger.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vicky.
Can I ask another question? Just a quick one. Dr. Vicky, this is your department. You prescribe medication. And one of the medication I'm taking, which I can't stop taking at the moment, increases my appetite. How can I stop that? How can I stop getting myself to eating when actually my body is telling me eat, eat, eat. When I don't eat, I'll start shaking. And how can I stop that?
So I don't know what kind of foods you have available, but what I would suggest is look out for those things. Like I said, fruits. There are fruits that are sweet, that are known to be sweet. Pineapples, apples, lots of things. Banana, pawpaw. Most of the fruits actually are sweet. So look out for sweet fruits, or find a way to spice up your vegetables. There are several ways that we can spice up our vegetables, including adding raisins. I know people think, how can you put raisins in vegetables? But try it one day and see, because raisins are actually dry grapes. So find nice ways to make your vegetables more palatable and your fruits, and try and stock up as much fruit as you can, because fruit and vegetable will never harm your body in any way. Even if you ate it every 30 minutes or every hour, it won't do any harm to you. So I'm not saying for those who have conditions that do that, don't eat. The catchword is, what are you eating? Because most times we run to snacks and they are processed foods. They have high carbs. Most of the snacks have high carbohydrate content, and that's where our worry is.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Vicky. Thank you, everyone. Now, Dr. Vicky talked about hunger and the water, and all of you, if you are not following me on YouTube channel, please kindly, right from here, go back and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's KweraBITS. Get there, the series are there, all the tips you need about keeping yourself healthy, in a way of like how to deal with hunger. I had a whole week just talking about that, about the fiber, about drinking the water. We have the water series there, how to make it easy for you to drink water, because we know water is very important for you. A healthy routine, how can you have a healthy routine? And if you must eat, what kind of foods you have to eat? Because yes, all of us need to eat, but what are you eating? Like she said, what are you taking in? The amount, the portions, the quality of the food. It's great to have a dense nutrient foods, but that are less in calories. Most people have foods that are heavy in calories and they don't even have nutrients. They are called empty calories. And of course, they end up giving you what Dr. Vicky just explained. Losing weight should be easy. Honestly, losing weight should be easy. It's, you make a decision and you have to do what you have to do. Basically, it's a mind challenge. It's a mind challenge. Whatever you decide to do, communicate to your mind. If your mind is strong enough, you will do anything. You can achieve anything. Same for exercising. Only that with exercises, you really have to take baby steps and then keep increasing until you get to a level where you know, yes, my level, I just need to be burning 500 calories and that is it, depending on how much you want to expend. Of course, in comparison to how much you are taking in terms of food per calories. So all those are things that we need to know and understand. Well, I would like to, I'm going to share with you I think I'm going to post this on our WhatsApp group, all of us here on the WhatsApp group. If you're not on our WhatsApp group, please send me, inbox me in KweraBITS or Purity Wako Facebook, and I'll add you to our WhatsApp group. I'll tell you what it takes to be there so that you can join the June challenge. We shall still be working out and eating healthy, doing lots of fruits and vegetables. And if we can, we'll probably not even do with supper for those who are still losing weight and still have a long way to go. Have a lot of vegetables. We'll give you recipes on how to prepare the vegetables. If you can't eat them, at least you can have them raw. Why can they put it in what? You can have them as juice, so you can blend. I prefer blended because at least you get all the fiber. Usually the juicer just gives you the water, the liquid that is so clean. So if we just blend, then we shall have all the nutrients. This is one, I think most of you have had this one. Can it even be seen? Yeah, this is one of them, but it is something you can also do at home. Well, in the struggle to make sure that everyone is living healthy, I was talking to some of the health people in the ministry that are in leadership. And honestly, I think it's going to start with us. Otherwise, I'm not sure how the next generation will look if they don't understand what nutrition is all about and how important it is to them. So it's going to start with us. That's why I usually ask you, request you kindly, not for money, not for anything, but just if you are passionate about healthy living and you'd like to touch a life, always share the videos that we share, especially my YouTube videos. Tell someone to follow, refer someone to come. There are many people who are even just on our WhatsApp group who don't even come for reviews, and but their lives have totally been transformed, and the support there is really great, because just like Dr. Vicky said, she was a doctor when she was 120 kgs. So she knew what to do. Like most of us know exactly what to do. But we need someone, you need someone to hold your hand. You need someone to give accountability to. So if you're here and you don't have an accountability partner, please make sure you get one. If you don't have one, contact me, I'll get you one. I need someone to be on your case, check on you, and also make sure you take responsibility, like it's an obligation. You need to, much as someone wants to hold your hand, you need to stretch out and reach out and know that, you know, you're willing to actually walk this journey. And as exemplary people, leaders, people who are serving in the community, and even some of you are serving in the government, in whichever way we are. Some of us are just managers of our homes, which is great. We are bringing out up a generation, and a generation that is going to blame us for the things that are happening to their lives right now. In my office every day, I get cases and I wonder how it came to this. It came for the adults, I understand, like someone is 40, 50, 30 and above. But if a parent brings me a child of 20, that's not even a child anymore. But they are literally treating them like babies. They are behaving like they are 8-year-olds. They are babysitting them. They are so fat. I have a case I'm dealing with. I think the guy is 160 and he's only 22 years. And the parents have to call me now and again and ask me, you know what, he has refused to eat. What do we do? I put it back to them somehow. So if you still have young kids, please let them listen to you. I'm glad we are all African mothers. Somehow we need to know that you know, spoiling these kids is not going to help them. Let them understand how important it is to be responsible in life, and especially for your own life. So as I conclude, I'd like to ask, hey, Fuji, good to see you. You want to say something? Please, anyone there and you want to say something, I'm more than happy to hear from you, because we need to close very soon. I did this from the restaurant, so we'll have to be driving home. We don't want to be in curfew. So
Yes, if you'd let me, I'd like to say something.
Please, go ahead.
Yes, this is Leila. Purity, I just want to say thank you for organizing this. Honestly, I've really enjoyed this one. Mostly because usually we have excuses, it's too far, it's too early, I have to work, I have to take the kids for swimming, but this was a virtual session. And amidst times that we're dealing with right now where none of us could sort of make the time and even effort and just meet together. Thank you for organizing it. It was good. Dr. Vicky, thank you for such a real sharing of an experience. Many of us have come on board and then sort of slipped off the wagon and are trying to find our way back. I thank you because Purity, you've been there, you've held our hands and you continue to do that. Thank you. Thanks to all the ladies, and thanks for making this a great one. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Purity. It was nice to reconnect. Well, definitely, lockdown has been a bit of a challenge for some of us. It's been one long party, but just to encourage everyone, it's not too late. You can always restart. And for the parents out there, we need to remember that we are the parents. We are in charge and not the kids. We make the decisions, and at the end of the day, when we do well, no one will congratulate us. But when we make mistakes, we will be blamed. So let's take charge and take control of our children's diet and health. Thanks, Purity, for this forum. It's been really refreshing and encouraging. Okay, I can't wait for the June challenge.
You're welcome, Fuji. You know, being the first, like the very first one, honestly, I think my husband is not here, but he did all this. I just sat back and he was like, okay, we are ready to start. So I salute him for organizing this. I mean, seriously, I've been on Facebook Live watching people and things are not pulling through in any way. So, and I thank him so much. Then I thank everyone who has come. Christine, you shared at the beginning. Thank you very much. Thank you for what you're also sharing with us on the forum of the marrieds and parenting. We are getting there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hope, Jackie, Wako, Nancy, Patricia, Pamela. I think Tracy, everybody on Facebook, please. Let's this not stop here. Let us start our June when we are different people. Make up your mind. If you're still in this whole process of losing weight, you can do it. Just make sure that you set goals that are achievable and take one day at a time. Actually, take 1 hour at a time. Just do what you had to do for that day and let you get on to the next day. Rest, have enough rest, drink enough water, put the healthy foods around you, eat less. You don't need so much, like Dr. Vicky explained. Just eat only what your body needs and spread the love. Spread the love. Let's together we can. Let's live together, share with each other. And we also have a Twitter channel. We have Facebook. Please keep sharing. Every time I share almost every day I share something. Sometimes I even share like 3 times a day. There are tips, you know, bit tips that we share every day. There are videos that we share. There are a lot of sharing on WhatsApp groups. And you guys, by the way, there are many people who want to join our WhatsApp groups, but I cannot allow them because not because I don't want them to be there, but we are full, and also probably they don't know what. So being there, I think it's also a good thing. We should also thank God that it has become a family. This year we may not do our KweraBITS dinner because of the COVID pandemic. I don't know where we are going with events, but hopefully whenever we are ready, we'll do something. And with technology, maybe we can do something online like this. We'll still do the Health Impact Board meetings online. I think still once a month. This was the last Saturday of the month. And from when we started Health Impact Bond, we've been doing last Saturday of the month. So I just wanted to keep it at the last Saturday of the month so that we prepare for the following month after giving accountability for the previous month. All of you have accountability partners and you have not reached out to them in a long time. It's not a good thing. Please call them, check them out, see why they are not, you know, responding. Talk to you know, check how they are doing. And I mean, it's a good thing to give and to share love. And if you need help in any way, please inbox me, get to me. I'll get you someone. And not only for accountability partners, I realize all of us have different weaknesses and strengths. So it's great, to be good to share. And you never know, someone has overcome it and they are able to help you out. How can I thank you? Thank you so much. I'm going to post a challenge for June. Make sure you receive it and let us join in. Any more questions to me are very welcome. Pamela, are you saying something? You seem to want to say something, but we are concluding here. Thank you very much, guys. Please give us 5 minutes before we close. I need to see if Pamela wants to say something. Guys on Facebook, hey, thank you for the comments. I'll go back to Facebook and I'm going to read all of them. We shall respond to most of them, if not all of them. So thank you for joining in. Pamela, what are you saying? You're back. Busenje, Pamela?
Thank you very much for the day.
Pamela, we can't hear you. Can you guys hear Pamela? You have, unmute yourself. Pamela, unmute yourself. How come this is not working? And Becky wants to be admitted.
Hello, thank you very much. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much, Purity. Thank you, KweraBITS. Thank you for giving us a new lease of life. Work together for us, coach. And Dr. Vicky, thank you for the presentation. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Guys, I think this is it for today. I'm very happy. Thank you, Joy, for making time. Pastor Christine Florence, Fuji, thank you. Patricia, Nancy, Jackie, Tracy, Hope, thank you so much. We meet on our WhatsApp groups.
Thank you.
Good to see you all. Hi, Auntie Christine. Hi,
Guys,
Coach. Hello, Coach.
I need to see your food.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Your food.
God bless you.
We are exercising. The food
Yeah.
will come.
Bye, Flo.
Guys, bye. See you next time. Thank you so much. We are ending this Health Impact Board meeting. Thank you for being here, all our Facebook people. We love you so much. Keep it healthy. Follow us on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on YouTube. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of content in there. Please go and be part of it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about our YouTube channel. Also Facebook, please, people comment just for me to know that at least you have seen something and you are being helped. And we'll be talking more and more, sharing more. There's a lot to come in store for you. Just stay with us. Stay with us in every way. Just be looking out for whatever we post so that you don't miss out anything. God bless you. Bye. Love you.